One of the hardest things about this time of waiting for a lot of parents is watching our kids manage their feelings about this waiting and all the things that have been canceled. Everything from birthdays to graduations to milestones at school and opportunities for competition. One of the best things that we can do for our kids is help them as they manage their discomfort or their frustration or their anger or their disappointment. And we think as parents often that the way to help them manage it is to tell them what to do or what to feel. And I really want to encourage you to hold up. When your child expresses a feeling, I'm going to offer two suggestions that might sound a little weird. The first is gratitude, because they shared something with you. That means they trust you with their feelings. So say, thanks for letting me know how you're feeling. You don't have to allow any behavior that goes along with that feeling. They can't throw something across the room and you turn to them and say, thank you for telling me about, that's not okay. But the expressing the emotion in words, I'm going to suggest that the first thing is gratitude and the second thing is empathy, which means biting your tongue and not saying something like, but you should be grateful that we're healthy, or you should be glad you didn't get injured, or no shoulds. About emotions, they just are. So if you can say, thank you for trusting me to tell me, and I hear your frustration, or I hear your anger, or I hear your sadness. If your child does throw something across the room or scream at their sibling or be disrespectful, you can say, hey, hang on. Before we talk about your feelings, now we have to talk about your behavior. That's not okay. So you put rules and boundaries around behavior. Please don't put rules or boundaries around feelings. They feel what they feel. And one of the best ways you can help them is by being a place they can express those feelings without censure, without being told that they should feel something different or that they shouldn't feel what they do. Their behavior, rules. Their feelings, no rules. So empathy and gratitude, if you can lead with those two things, that's really helpful. And then for any child who's old enough to express this, I'm going to offer you a suggestion. And that is to say, hey, before I say anything else, I have a question. Are you looking for, and you can pick any or all of these, empathy, advice, or intervention? Often, especially tweens and teens will look at us and be like, empathy, just empathy. Which is the hardest for most parents because it means we have to bite our tongue and not give the advice or do the intervention. And if you thought about it that night in bed and you just got an idea and you really think you could make this better, you have to ask their permission. Because when you try to fix something for your child, what you're often saying is, I don't think you're a very good problem solver, or I don't think you can handle this emotion. When they are learning to be good problem solvers and they are learning to handle their emotions. So don't teach them to only be dependent on you. Show them how much faith you have in them and say, hey, I thought of a solution if you want one, or have this idea that I'd like to try, but I know you can handle this. I just thought it might help. Are you interested?